early. Also, prune the neurons in the brain, and you're building a whole set of pathways between that emotional brain and the thinking brain, which is a lot of what my specialty is in. And so you do end up making connections and connecting the dots at a much earlier age. And you also prune away a lot of the play types of activities that you used to enjoy as a result of that. So I'd like to ask you both, I'm going to start with you, Michelle. Top 3 advice for parents. I know we didn't talk that through, so it's going to have to be on the spur of the moment, but what do you recommend? What are the top 3 things for parents who have girls who hit puberty early?
Talk to them.
Talk to them. If you think they're getting taller, if you think that you see any development, you need to talk to them about it. You need to have an open dialogue, and you may not feel the most comfortable, but parenting isn't always about feeling comfortable. It's about doing what's best for the child. Seek outside advice. If it's a pediatrician, if it's a librarian, anyone that you can think of that could help you or give you some materials to deal with your child. And I think also, the last one would be prepare them for the fact that they're not capable of having a baby. And they need to think about, and that's again where personal family values come in, and you need to discuss with your daughter what that means.
Thank you for bringing that up. Christyn, you're talking to parents. What are the top 3 things you'd recommend to parents?
Make sure you're the first one to bring it up.
Make sure you're the first one to bring it up. Make sure you are the primary source. I never had the problem of finding things out, like on the playground or out watching a movie or out in the street or something. You find things out. No, I found out from my parents first, and that was very important because I went off of that. So make sure you're the first one. Something else would be,
I guess, roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches. Don't get overwhelmed too quickly. You can't, because as much as you think that they're not going to get it or they're really suffering, really you just need a little bit of a shoulder to lean on. It's not like you have to be then their whole support, like we need to help them through this. This is a terrible thing. It's a crisis. No, you kind of have to look at it as this is what's going to happen. We need to accept it and do what we can to help our child.
And you said earlier, so I think probably one of the most important third ones is that parents make sure they go to that school and advocate for their child and make sure not only the physical and emotional surroundings are handled, but also the relationships.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very important.
Definitely. I think it's very important to talk to whomever at the school you're comfortable with, the principal, the classroom teacher, or a teacher, or the school nurse, whomever it is, to have those things in place so that just privacy-wise and just hygiene-wise, these young ladies can take care of themselves in a private fashion, so that it's not big display.
Keyword is seamless.
So the one thing I really have picked up on, Christyn, is that you held your head high throughout it all. And I think that is important because, especially for children that 9, 10, 11 year, and even at 12, being unique is one thing, being different's another. And that realizing that you're not really different, but you are unique because you've developed early, and that you've developed into a beautiful young lady, I can tell, and you're 5'8", only 5'8", even though you're a head taller than everybody else, and you are off to college, and got a scholarship. So I'm going to wrap this up now. I thank you both. This was so insightful, and I think it will help a lot of people.
Thank you.